Today I'm going to give you a complete locals guide to living in Hampden, Maryland. We are going to cover the top things to do, my favorite parks, the top rated schools, and go over some helpful stats about the area. Don't forget to check out the full article I wrote to go along with this video on livinginmaryland.com, the #1 resource for finding the perfect Maryland city that meets your unique needs. Alright, so Hampden is hands down one of the coolest and quirkiest neighborhoods in Baltimore. If you've ever been to Baltimore, you probably know that each neighborhood has its own personality, and Hampden is no exception. This place is artsy, it's hip, and it's got a little bit of that classic Baltimore grit mixed with some funky creative energy. If you love vintage shops, coffee houses, and cool local bars, you're gonna love it here. First up, let's talk about 36th Street, or as the locals call it, the Avenue. This is the heart of Hampden. It's lined with some of the best restaurants, boutiques, and shops you'll find in the city. You can start your morning with a coffee from Common Ground, grab a bite at the food market, and then spend the afternoon browsing vintage stores like Hunting Ground or stopping by Atomic Books, which, by the way, is where filmmaker John Waters gets his fan mail. Yeah, Hampden is kind of a big deal in Baltimore's arts and film scene. Speaking of John Waters, let's talk about Hampden's most famous event, HonFest. If you don't know what a Hon is, well, imagine a 1960s Baltimore woman with a beehive hairdo, cat eye glasses, and a leopard print coat saying, "Hey Hon," and you get the idea. This festival is all about celebrating that classic Baltimore charm. And yes, there is a beehive hairdo contest. It's wild, it's fun, and it's one of those things that just makes Hampden unique. Now, if you're more into holiday vibes, you have to check out the Miracle on 34th Street. And no, not the one from the movie. I'm talking about Hampden's legendary Christmas light display. Every December, one block of row homes on 34th Street goes all out with over-the-top Christmas lights, inflatable Santas, and even moving decorations. It's been a Hampden tradition for decades, and people come from all over to see it. All right, let's talk about green spaces. Even though Hampden is very much a city neighborhood, it's got some great parks nearby. Wyman Park Dells, a quiet little escape right next to Johns Hopkins University with walking trails and plenty of shade. Then there's Roosevelt Park, which has a skate park, a rec center, and plenty of open space to hang out. And if you want a real outdoor adventure, Druid Hill Park is just a short drive away with trails, a lake, and even the Maryland Zoo. Now, what's it like to actually live in Hampden? Well, the homes here are mostly classic Baltimore row houses with that signature marble stoop out front. Some have been completely renovated, while others still have that old school Baltimore charm. Housing prices in Hampden have gone up over the years since it's become such a popular spot, but you can still find some great options compared to other parts of the city. If you need to commute downtown, it's pretty easy from Hampden. You're close to I-83, and the light rail has a stop right in the neighborhood, making it easy to get to Penn Station or BWI Airport. And if you work at Johns Hopkins or one of the other big hospitals in Baltimore, you're just a quick drive or bike ride away. So who is Hampden perfect for? If you love walkable neighborhoods full of unique shops and restaurants, if you want to live somewhere with a little bit of character, and if you don't mind a mix of old Baltimore charm and new trendy spots, Hampden might be for you. It's got that perfect balance of city energy and neighborhood charm. Don't forget to check out the full article I wrote for this area with additional links and resources on livinginmaryland.com, along with articles for hundreds of other Maryland cities. Our mission is to help you find the best city in Maryland that meets your unique needs. If you would like to have a conversation with one of our local real estate experts, just fill out the contact form below to get started.